Hello, everyone. We would like to welcome you to the final installment of the 6 Elements of Effective Coalitions video series, where we'll be talking about goal directedness. I'm Derrick Newby, one of your TTA specialists for Region 6 of the PTTC, and I'm joined by my colleague, Sarah Davis. We created an affinity group of prevention professionals, and this video series was developed to support those who attended and others as we strive to build strong coalitions and revitalize coalition efforts.
Hi, I'm really pleased to join Derrick to discuss this important topic. One of the biggest challenges that I've seen as coalitions face is staying focused so that they can effectively achieve their goals. I'm excited about this topic as we get to dive into some practical steps that coalition leaders can take to set their coalitions up for success. As we begin, we encourage you to download and refer to the 6 Elements of Effective Coalitions resource toolkit developed by the Prevention Technology Transfer Center. You can find the toolkit at pttcnetwork.org. In order to achieve a common goal and implement high-quality programs, coalitions must be task-focused. Coalitions need to stay focused on the shared vision they've created and avoid getting sidetracked by smaller issues or pet projects that may arise. There are a few elements that coalitions can focus on to set themselves up for success when it comes to staying focused on their goal. First, coalitions should have a clear goal and objectives. This can take the form of a vision or purpose statement and SMART objectives. Objectives that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound can help a coalition define what success looks like and help the coalition track its progress toward achieving it. Clearly articulating the goal of the coalition and the measurable steps it will take to achieve the goal help ensure coalition members are working toward a common purpose and collectively contribute to the vision of success. A clear vision statement and SMART objectives are also tools that will help a coalition apply for and receive funding and secure support from community influencers and decision makers. As a coalition goes through the process of articulating its vision and the steps that it will take to make that vision a reality, they are in fact building a logic model. Creating a logic model is similar to following a recipe to bake a cake for friends. The logic model shows the ingredients needed, or the inputs, the steps that will be taken, or the activities, and the results that will be achieved, the outputs and outcomes. The South-Southwest Prevention Technology Transfer Center has an excellent resource to support coalitions as you build your logic model. We'll place the link to that resource in the comments.
The second element that helps a coalition remain focused on its goal is a clearly defined decision-making process within the coalition, because they will face many decisions such as prioritizing activities, allocating resources, and deciding when to take action, and how to respond to a dynamically changing community environment. There are many ways a group can make decisions, including spontaneous agreement, voting, or general consensus. Spontaneous agreement is by far my favorite. It happens occasionally when a clear solution is favored by everyone. This most often occurs when an issue is simple and does not evoke an emotional response. If you've done a good job building a diverse coalition committed to a common cause, you will likely find that there are differences of opinions among coalition members on some decisions. And in those cases, it's helpful for the coalition to have an established process for how to make decisions. Sarah, can you elaborate on the process of voting and consensus?
Sure. When coalitions vote to decide the outcome, they're using a majority rules approach. Part of defining the coalition's decision-making process in this case is to define what constitutes a majority and the process by which a vote will be taken. 2 common ways of defining a majority are a simple majority, which means 50% plus 1 of the members are in favor of a decision, and supermajority. A supermajority requires that a higher percentage of the coalition be in favor of a decision. Typically, the percentage is set somewhere between 2/3 and 75% of the coalition being in favor. Common voting processes include raising of hands or a confidential ballot or a survey. In situations where coalitions are making decisions from many options, the coalition might use a multi-voting process. In the first round, each coalition member votes for their top 1 to 3 options, either by raising their hands or placing stars on a flip chart or a similar process. The top vote getters are then moved to round 2, and coalition members repeat the voting process with this narrowed down list of options until a final decision has been made. Some of the benefits of voting as a decision-making process are that it's generally well understood, it's a relatively quick process, and it's generally considered to be fair. In contrast to the voting process is consensus decision-making. Coalition members move forward with a decision only when it is acceptable to all. There's often much greater discussion in a consensus process as a group works to find common ground and to develop a solution that all can consent to move forward with. Some of the benefits of consensus as a decision-making process are that it ensures the minority perspective is heard and considered by the group. There's greater discussion and can therefore result in a more unified support among members for the decision that was made.
It's important to remember and to note that there is no one type of decision, nor is there one right way for a coalition to make decisions. The important thing is that coalition leadership and members discuss and determine a decision-making process that the whole coalition agrees to follow.
The combination of a clearly defined vision and objectives, along with an established decision-making process, help ensure that your coalition is able to stay goal-oriented and on track. As tangential issues arise in the community or individual passion projects of coalition members emerge, or funding opportunities that aren't directly aligned with the coalition's purpose or released, the coalition has a process in place to review the opportunity in relation to the coalition's purpose and objective, and then to make a decision as a unified body.
We hope you found this video series helpful. Please check out other resources to support planning and goal directedness for your coalition. They're available in the 6 Elements of Effective Coalitions Toolkit.